This the end. He's at peace. One day we too shall do this.
So DC Young Fly spoke at Rich Homie Quan's funeral. Had a beautiful message, I would say, for his family. But I only have one thing to ask in regards to this. Because although it was a great little speech, great little message, it makes me wonder. It bothers me a little bit because it makes it seem like wasted talent. But it just makes me wish that the great way that you're getting ready to see this man speak makes me wish that this was something that they were always involved in instead of the lifestyle that they have involved themselves in, trying to make it seem like that's the one that God wanted them to live. Let's get into this, man. Rest in peace to Rich Homie Quan. It's a good speech you're getting ready to hear. Let's get into this, man. Here we go.
How y'all doing? Pastor, I ain't gonna be long. I see it on your face. You like, what I'm here for? First off, we want to say God is the greatest. All right. And when I talk with passion. So I want y'all to bear with me. Listen closely. Mama, I call you mama. We been introduced since 2003. Big bro. So, you know, it's real family. Corey, what's going on? Y'all gave us an icon. Y'all gave us a legend. You know, we all on borrowed time. So the things that he accomplished while he was here, we want to let y'all know that we're going to continue on his legacy. And even through the small amount of time, it made a big impact. You understand? And I know he's the head of the household, and a lot of people in here is probably questioning.
Now, my first question that I want you guys to help me out with, because I don't know too much about it, but these people are saying he made a big impact. And they're using, and he's on the, you know, they're in church after the funeral, so we're in church and we're talking about God. But has this always been a thing? Has he made the impact that God wanted him to make? I'm not saying he didn't make an impact, but what kind of impact was it? And what kind of impact are we encouraging people to make? Let's keep this going.
The first way to ask questions is you're asking because you're trying to learn the knowledge so you can apply it to future understandings. And the second way to ask questions is you're questioning because you want to question the reasoning for what's going on. And the second way of questioning can be disobedience. So we always have to go with the first way of how we ask questions, not why is this happening, not why is this happening to me. No, we have to ask God, what is the purpose? What is the lesson? How do I apply this to my future understanding? Because this the end. He's at peace. One day we too shall do this. He's still leading. He said, I got to go to see what's going on. But as you can see, I'm still leading. You shall follow. So at the end of the day, y'all, Mom, I want to let you know, because we talked yesterday. And when we talked yesterday, I was just observing, and I want you to know that you are being obedient. The way you spoke, your energy, the way you talk, your head. Corey said it yesterday. She said, I'm going off how my mama going. But how you moving, Ma, is how we supposed to move during these times. Because all the morals and the doctrines, this is the only time that we really apply it. When we hurt Job. Everybody go read the book of Job. Just read the book of Job. He took everything from Job. He kept snatching everything from Job. And Job, like every Christian that, everybody like, I put so much good into the world. Why so much bad coming to me? He like, you know what? I ain't really been bad to nobody. I just want to talk to him. I want to ask him why. Why he doing this to me? God looked at him and said, who you talking to?
Like I said, he's really dropping some knowledge. And one of the things that really made me question, I'm like, man, it's because I feel like a lot of these people, they have huge audiences, they have huge crowds, and they can really teach people something. You can tell that this young man knows a little something about a little something. So imagine if these people were preaching this news and preaching this information and getting this stuff out to their fans instead of spending the majority of the time seeking for selfish things that kind of keep them on the billboards and the high charts and waiting for these tragic incidents to happen, as most people do, and then they want to bring God into the factor, like as if we all are guaranteed a spot in heaven no matter what, as long as we have our funeral in church. I think that he's saying some really good stuff, man, and I just wish that I wish that this was a reality more of the time. Because this man's he's saying things that I think a lot of people could benefit from, especially people that are his fans and supporters. Let's keep this going.
Why not you? This is the time for you to praise my name. This is the time for you to tell the other people through the midst of pain, I'm the one that's giving you the strength, fool. So when people think you crazy, Mom, you ain't crazy. You being obedient. And I'm here to tell the family, big bro, so it's time to be obedient. It's time to take charge. Because I know the Twilight Zone is real, but guess what? It's real.
Instead of the Twilight Zone, I wish you would have said, I know heaven and hell is real. And instead of hell, we want to get to heaven. Really push that, but they don't push that. It's always this energy thing. Instead, I feel like, y'all got to help me, man. Because for me, I feel that I see through it. And I'm not trying to be judgmental, but I do feel that I see through it a little bit. Because I feel like he's got some good information here. And not only do I wish that it was always like this, because you can't be giving out knowledge like this just one time, just because we had a funeral. You could be giving this to the people all the time, and you can learn even more. I feel like he could be on a good track. I feel like he probably comes from having that understanding, which you train that child up in the way that they should go, which is why they don't turn away from it. They may walk away a little bit, but that foundation is kind of still there. So it's like the prodigal son, come back, come back, come back. But the Twilight Zone, nah, bro, heaven and hell is real. And this is what we have to understand, because one day we're all going to be in the same position that Rich Homie Quan is in at a funeral. And it will be ours. We won't be a guest. They'll be a guest to ours. It's going to happen for everyone at some point in time. And we got to make sure that we have been being obedient. Yes, like he said, but obedient to what? Obedient to Christ. Obedient to what he has called us to do, who he has called us to be. So when that time comes, we hear, well done, my good and faithful servant. Let's keep this going. Let's finish it out. Here we go.
Real. And I understand the pain. This is a familiar pain. And I'm here to tell you, as a soldier, I'm strapped up with you. I'm ready to fight with you. You understand? So continue to be a leader to the family. Listen, it ain't over with, y'all. It ain't over with. He did what he was supposed to do. We all on borrowed time. Nobody in here know how they gonna leave. But when you leave and we meet our maker, we want to make sure, hey, wasn't I obedient? Didn't I do the best I could? So we're going to keep his name alive, and I want to tell the family, I love y'all, and I'm here with you forever. Keep God first, everybody. Quan, I love you, big bro. You a legend.
Yeah, man. It's sad. We see these people, their lives ending, and they go through so much, and they experience things, and they're be at a young age, man. But I always say, and I see it all the time going to funerals, We speak a lot of accolades and we know a lot, but too many times, even though we're having the funeral in the church, we forget to really ask ourselves, before it becomes our time, are we ready? Are we really ready? Because no one's really ready for it to be over, but I mean, spiritually, are you ready? Have we really taken that time to say, hey, you know what? Like, some of this has got to change. Some things got to change because this isn't a joke. Sometimes we can forget about it. So sometimes that happens. But this ain't a joke, man. This ain't a joke. We're all going to end up in that place. And when we end up in that place, we want to make sure that we've done everything we possibly could from what the word tells us and from what we learn growing in our individual relationships with Christ. We want to make sure we've done everything we possibly could to make sure that we can hear those words, well done, my good and faithful servant, when that judgment day comes. Something to think about, man. That's all I got for you guys on this one. I appreciate you guys staying all the way through if you did, per usual. To the next one, y'all. I'm out. Don't forget to get your copy of Matters of Life by clicking the link in the description today.